What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the post-match review. Nottingham Forest 2, Manchester United 2. All level at the end of the game, but it quite literally could have gone either way, especially with that clearance off the line and especially with the way Forest stepped up, I believe, in the second half and had that bit of swagger and confidence about him. We'll talk about Elliot Anderson's audition, Sam. We'll talk about individuals for us and a couple of other kind of bits in regards to the goals. But yeah, that was tough, that one. It just, as a match, just watching it and not like, I'm sure from a neutral perspective, it was good to watch. Yeah, but it felt like a grind, that game, didn't it? Which is always expected with Sean Dyche's teams.
Yeah, the first half, I thought we were in control for the most part. Like, I don't think they offered a lot. I think we were like the better team, got the goal. I thought, cool, we saw it out with professional performance. I was like, cool, go to second half, get another couple of goals and job done. And second half, we conceded within, I don't know, a minute or something, 2 minutes. And then they got another one straight after it. And it just seemed to like put us into shock, almost like jumping into ice water. We just didn't seem to know what to do after that. And it was kind of an uphill struggle from that point, going, where are these goals going to come from? Poor performances for certain players. And luckily, Ahmad was there in an absolute screamer. Otherwise, yeah, you're probably looking at a defeat today, I would say.
It seemed like the narrative around United is we always play better against the bigger teams because we've got space to play in. So Liverpool, for example, Brighton, I know that game is slightly different, but they do play quite a high line and they are quite open. Chelsea included as well. But when the onus is on us to go forward and to create chances and dictate the tempo of the game, it feels like it's not quite getting that dial yet, are we? It feels like we're a little bit below the level required. Would you agree?
Yeah, I think there's still a lot of work to do with this team. I've said it before, but I'll say it again. I think this system is so dependent on wing backs, and when your wing backs is performing so poorly, as Dalot did entire game and Ahmad for the most of the game, the team knows, oh, we'll just pin these wing backs back, or we'll target them, and we'll score, or we'll exploit them. And exactly what they did, they exploited that right hand side twice, scored both of those goals. Like, knowing Dalot was having a bad game and not positioning was not right. I think Amram was screaming at him quite a lot through the game about his positioning. So I think, and then the last 35 minutes, I think was just chaos. Like, it just became end-to-end chaos, didn't it? Like, both teams trying to get something, and luckily we seemed to get one. So yeah, it's really annoying, like, because we've said this before, when this system works, it's amazing. But if certain players are not working in the team, it falls apart very easily, like really easily.
And that kind of leads me on to speak about Amad Diallo, because anyone will know I love the player. He's one of my favourite players, but it's really does rely on if he's going to be good or not, doesn't it? It feels like I felt like it was at times he was at fault for quite a bit. Today, it felt like he was targeting that left-hand side with like Hudson-Odoi or whoever was kind of drifting over there, and he struggled to deal with it defensively. But then going forward, when he is clicking with Mbumo, I think like it's one of the best partnerships you'll see. It's how you balance that. And the wing-backs was something that we spoke about, me and Dan, in the pre-match build-up, and it's like, I don't get why you start, and again, I don't want to focus it all on Dalot, because it's not all on Dalot. No. And he had good moments in the game as well, but I don't get why he's starting Dalot. When I see Dorgu come on, for me, he's more athletic. Yeah. He's an improvement. He's naturally left-footed. He'll get down the sides. Like, can you comprehend why Amorim would play Dalot? Like, is Dalot better at Dorgu than anything?
No, absolutely not. It's one of those things, isn't it? Like, if you look at Dalot from just an outside perspective, it's like, he seems like a good guy. He seems like he gives a shit. He seems like there's a cat. He seems like he works hard in training, and he says all the right things. And he's friends with Cristiano and Bruno. So you think, all right, this must be a good player. But then when you watch him on a game day, it's like it don't match up with the sort of framing that he has around him as a person. Like, it just doesn't match up. And we've seen how many, like, has he had a good game this season? I would say no. That's 10 games now, and I've not seen a good performance from him. I think that's a good enough pool to pull from and go, this guy's not working. Like, it just doesn't work, especially in this system where the like you said, the wing backs, full backs have to be spot on, and he is just letting us down week after week. And pure example of it today. Like he just got done in the second goal. Like he just let the guy go. Ahmad, I think, wasn't physical enough on the first one with Gibbs-white, which, I mean, maybe you could put it on Ahmad, but again, he's a smaller statue guy, so it's more difficult. But yeah, both of the fullbacks were poor defensively today. Dalot, the amount of times he switched off and just didn't do his job was stunning. Like you said, how does he still get picked? I don't know.
Yeah, it felt like everything was very slow and it was kind of waiting for something to happen. Now, I actually think if Ahmad scored that goal at the end that got cleared off the line, or maybe just a little bit further than that, I wouldn't have felt right walking away from that ground.
Do you remember that?
You obviously take it, right? But still.
You remember that Mason Mount goal against Brentford?
Yeah.
And we were we're robbing a win here. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not to the levels of how bad that performance was, but it's a similar thing where you go away for even taking a point. I'm like, I didn't see most of the first half, as you know. I literally saw 5 to 10 minutes max due to other reasons. So I only caught the second half, so it's hard for me to give a full scale of, do you know what I mean?
Sure.
Like how I could only go off the second half, really. But even that, I was still a little bit disappointed. I felt like Forest were better than us in quite a lot of things. In second balls, I thought it was more intent. I thought it was more dangerous when they went forward as well. I thought their attackers looked better. I don't think Mbumo in particular had an amazing game.
Sheshko
was bad.
Really bad game. His first touch for so many different things. Like his positioning was good. He got in really good positions, and it was there was 2 in particular. I remember there was a ball played into him from Brian Mbumo, really good ball, and he goes to take a first touch and just knocks it straight to the keeper. And you're like, if you take a better touch there, you're 1-on-1 with a goalie. You probably score, and it's 2-0 and run off the thing. And then there was another one where a through ball gets played and he gets it into his feet and he kind of just trips over his own feet and it spills. And you're like, on a different day, if he's got his feet together, like maybe he gets 2 goals, and we're not talking about any of this. But yeah, Mbumo was poor. Cunha looked absolutely knackered about 60 minutes in, like just looked really, really tired. He had
moments though, Cunha.
He did.
Like, he had times where he was driving through the middle and I thought, okay.
I think we were poor in both boxes. I think top end we were really poor and defensively we were really poor. And in the end, that's what wins you and loses your games, isn't it?
Yeah. I was quite surprised to see none of, like, Xerxes not come on. Because I thought Sesko was I thought that's an opportunity to give Xerxes 10, 15 minutes. You know, strikers, as much as people say he is an unselfish striker or whatever, they still need confidence and they live off goals. And I think that would have been the right opportunity, that 10, 15. Chuck him up. Because you can't, I mean, Sesko is, you know, it is what it is. He had a poor game, but you can't get any much worse. So I would have gambled. And I didn't think he wanted to gamble for whatever reason. I don't know.
Well, the first 2 substitution was defensive. Like, it took Dalot off, which I think is the right decision. Like, that's a fair enough one. But he takes Yoddo off for Mazraoui. I'm like, again, Chivy said it in the chat. I love Mazraoui. I think he's a great player. I don't see how that changes things for us. Like putting Mazraoui on.
He's a different player in it. Like he's more but like he's a little bit more creative than Yoro.
You want to win. You want to win a game. Put a Mount on. Put a Xerxes on. Kobe Mainu.
Was somebody Mount on the bench?
He was on the bench.
Interesting.
So even that, weird. Like, just do something. Like change something up front because it's just not working at the minute. Like it's just nothing's working.
I have to agree. Right, let's see what everyone else is saying. Adam saying Dalot was like my stream today, slow and behind. Don't chat to me about streams, Jesus Christ. Disappointed, I can't lie. This was a side there for the taking, and we just didn't stick it on them as much as we should have. Dalot needs a long spell out of the team. On to Spurs next weekend. Do you know what, though? I disagree. I don't think Forest was there for the taking, in my opinion. I thought they played really well, to be honest with you.
First half. I know you didn't watch the first half, but first half, they definitely were there for the taking. Second half, totally different animal in the second half. Yeah,
for sure. Well, from what I saw, like I thought they was all over us. And in which case, if we was better in the first half and you 1-0 up, then shame on the lads, innit, really, for coming out. Because didn't they score quite early? It was like 50
like 2 minutes.
Or something.
2-3 minutes after the restart, I think. And then they got the second one like a minute after that.
How did he score the second goal? Because I didn't even see it.
The ball comes in off the right-hand side onto Gibbs-White's head, and Ahmad jumps for him, but just gets shoved out of the way on the thing, and Gibbs-White... To be fair, Gibbs-White's header was pinpoint. Like, it loops over Lemons into the corner. Like, it's a very, very good header and a great ball in, but defensively, Ahmad, was lacking because he hasn't got the physicality because he is quite a short guy. He just couldn't compete with Gibbs-White. Like,
Yeah. Only making 2 out of 5 subs when we were a goal down for 40 minutes was just confusing in-game management. If you're Mainu or Xerxes, what the fuck are you thinking? Mount's been on the bench 2 weeks with 0 minutes. Yeah, I had to make a sub, and that's on the manager for me. Absolutely. John saying, lads, we took a point versus a new manager in his first home league game. We were poor, yet fought back for a point onwards and upwards. Let's be more positive. A point when we were awful. What's your scope on that, Sam? Would you agree with that?
First half, I think we were good. Like I think we were professional. We were doing well and stuff like that. And it just seems like I said, the analogy metaphor I said at the beginning, it felt like we jumped in ice water after the first 2 goals, and we just in shock and didn't know what to do. And we kind of let the game just run away from us. And Forest took full advantage of it. Like they've got quality players in the team. I think Elliot Anderson is phenomenal. Like I think if that's an audition for United, he passed. I think he's very, very good player. Hudson-Odoi is quality. Gibbs-White causes problems. That ego, their striker, like they've got players who can cause you issues, and they did. And they just got on top of us. They saw we were in shock, and they saw we were like falling back, and they just pressed us. And that's what happens in this league. Like you can't. It's not like the Spanish league or the French league where like there's 3 teams who are good and then the rest are absolute dross. Like the Premier League, everybody's phenomenal. Sunderland are phenomenal. Yeah. Leeds give you a game. Like everybody's top notch, and if you don't play well, you get punished.
Before we talk about Elliot Anderson's audition, if you want to call it that, I'm sure Forest fans will disagree. On the first goal for us, it was one of the goals that I did see, the ball, there was conversations about being over the line or whatever. I looked at the actual rule. Even if the sphere of the ball that side is covering the white line, it's technically still in play. So it was technically still in play. Sean Dyche's just been asked about this. He says, no, you're going to ask me about the first goal. It's not inconclusive. The assistant referee can apparently see 70 yards away. It's tough that they give corners that aren't corners. So obviously unhappy, which I get. The tricky them ones, aren't they? I remember the one at is it Newcastle and Arsenal as well, Anthony Gordon, where they can't see if it's like on. But can you not go back and, if you're a VAR thing, I'm not complaining because we scored, but can you not go back and look at that and say, oh no, it's still in?
Yeah, like it was weird. The camera angle they had it at, it wasn't straight on. It was like an angle there. So when you have that angle,
it's an actual drone shot, wouldn't it?
Yeah, surely, like, the ball would always look like it's further over that way than it is this way. Yeah. Can we not just do like we've got goal line technology? Can we not just do that on like corner, like the corner post to post? Just put the goal line technology there, and then there's a sensor in the ball, and then the ref will go, that it cross over. Like surely we could do that. Like that has to be a thing. But yeah, I'm not going to complain because we got the goal in the end. So
yeah. Elliot Anderson, Sam, we saw today. Obviously, we've been linked with. There's been 3 names really floating in the midfield mix. It's been Carlos Baliba, Adam Wharton, and 4 if you want to include Angela Steeler as well. But Elliot Anderson's one of them. You know, we spoke about him in the preview. Hugely impressive for England. Has been solid for Nottingham Forest for the past season or so as well. What did you make of his performance today?
Phenomenal. Combative, was all over the pitch. Some important tackles. Really good through balls, created a lot, like made some chances for Forest at times. I really, really like him. God knows how much Forest will charge for him. I imagine he's on a long-term deal, one of their better players. So yeah, if we were to go for him, you're thinking United tax, Premier League tax, and English tax because he's English. So add that up, that's an extra 40 million on top of what he probably would cost. But yeah, really good player. If I saw him in the Ready United, I'd be very happy. I think he's exactly the type of player we should be looking at.
I agree. I think he's someone who loves to get on the ball. He seems like he's featured throughout the game consistently. Like he's always involved in whether it's off the ball or on the ball. Plays through the lines very, very well. Held his own physically against any player who's up against. I was impressed with him. I mean, I've seen him before anyway, obviously, but I think United do actually need someone like that. Although, having said that, I think Casemiro was good again.
I think the midfield was probably our best part of the squad today. I thought Bruno played really, really well, had his moments. Casemiro, obviously, with the goal, was getting involved in stuff. Bruno got the assist. So I have no issues with that midfield today. I thought they were excellent, really, really good. But it's just a shame. It's just a shame we don't have any. But as soon as we change it, it falls apart. Like I said, we don't have an Elliot Anderson we can bring in and still maintain that level of consistency. It's like if you put Cobby and Bruno together, it don't work. Put Gatti on there, you lose something. Like it's a shame, man.
He should have tried. He should have tried something today, though. He should have, even if it was Mainu in one of the more advanced positions or six. He should have just gone for something. Ahmad's just been speaking after the game, so we're really disappointed to go home with 1 point. We have confidence now. We believe in the manager and the system. We're trying to do our best. We believe in the manager like he believes in us. I got asked about goal of the season. I mean, steady on, mate. Okay, now it was a very good goal that he scored. Don't get me wrong. Goal of the season. Come on.
Yeah.
He says goal of the season. I don't know. I'm very disappointed to leave with only 1 point. A very kind of Jekyll and Hyde performance, if that's the way you want to word it, with Ahmad for me. John saying, lads, sorry, I read that out. The only positive today for me was Elliot Anderson. Gotti is a player, and if we can sign him next summer, our midfield goes up tenfold. Johnny saying, my highlight of next weekend will be Amarin's presser when he tries to justify Dalot starting the next game. Yeah. Are they the two question marks for you, just kind of before we wrap the show up? The Dalot situation at wing back.
Yeah.
And that's the one big question, isn't it, I suppose. That and then the tactical side of things when the onus is on us to play.
Yeah, no, I think in the first half, like you said, the onus was on us, and I think we did well with it. I think, like we just touched on, the forward line was malfunctioning. Like we said, those chances Shesko had, if he has a better touch, I think we get a couple of goals there. In Bumo, not at the races fully, so I think had they been working, I think in the first half we could have done 2-3 goals outside, and it's job done at that point.
Yeah.
Dalot is a big question mark because, like I said, we didn't take those chances, and because we didn't take those chances, they exploited the fullbacks, and Dalot was a part of that, losing the ball consistently, out of position. Like Amarin was screaming at him from the sidelines. Yeah, he got substituted, rightly so, today for Dorgu. And he doesn't deserve to start the next game. So if he does, the questions have to be asked to Amarin going, why is he continuing to start? And I think Dorgu came on. He didn't have an absolute stormer, but I definitely thought it was an improvement. I definitely thought it was an improvement. So for me, Dorgu should start next week, but we'll see.
If there is a journalist who's watching, which I highly doubt, but if there is, please ask Amarin about Dalot in the presser. Or something just tactically, whatever it is, why are you playing in there? Is it just a case of because he does like to play inverted wing backs? Is it just because of that? Is it you see something different on the training ground? Like, please explain, because the United fans don't seem to understand, including myself. In the grand scheme of things, Sam, this game last season was a game that we lost frequently or made huge mistakes in. So if you want to look at it like that, I suppose it's a slight improvement. In regards to the Premier League table, we're still 5th in the table. Of course, City and Sunderland, Tottenham still to play, and Bournemouth actually, but a lot of them play each other. So it's not the end of the world. No. One loss in the last 5 games, I think it is, or 6 games it might even be now. So
a draw is sort of retrospectively, a draw is not too bad. Obviously, I think we could have. That's a winnable game, I think. But a draw is not too bad in the grand scheme of things. Like if we lost, I think we'd probably feel a lot differently. I'd probably feel like this was a slip up here, but maybe it's just a stumble rather than a fall, like a hiccup rather than a breakdown. So hopefully we can sort of pick it up and do better at Spurs next week. But it's just a shame Sean Dyche came in when he did, didn't it? Because had Ange still been there, I think we beat that team and we win, and it's an easy day. But Sean Dyche comes in, and you know what you're going to get. Me and Shivy said this before the game; it was going to be difficult, and really difficult game, and that's the end result, unfortunately. But 1 point is better than 0 points, I guess.
The narrative in the media now is going to be like they will focus on, they've just lost to a team that's 1 win in the last 10 or something. Or they drew, to a team 1 win in the last 10. But in actual fact, I think if they play like that against most teams, they will get points and they will stay up. Because they was way more, second half only, because I didn't watch the first half. They was way more organised and pressed a lot better and shifted the ball a lot better.
that's what Sean Dyche does. Like, he keeps teams up because he knows how to maintain a strong defense, not concede, and he'll shift the ball up to his wingers. And he normally got a big man up top, like Chris Wood is a perfect Sean Dyche player, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, he was with him at Burnley for 5 years, wasn't he?
There you go. So you think that's the sort of way he's going to play and the way he scores goals. And he's an example of it today. Hudson-Odoi and Gibbs-White and stuff just tore us a new one. So that's what he does. And he did it against Everton against us. He probably did it. There must be a Burnley game when he played us and he did that as well.
Probably.
I remember that really shit Burnley game where Bruno scored.
Jay Rodriguez who scored.
Yeah. So it is what it is. Like, we're gonna have these games this season. We're gonna have little slip ups against teams like Forest and stuff. So yeah, it's disappointing for sure.
Yeah. Well, at least we didn't actually lose. I think that's the thing I take away from it. It's still a point. Keep this momentum going. I mean, Tottenham are just about to play Chelsea, so it'll be interesting to see what happens in that game. And then we play them, I think, at their stadium, where the home record isn't the best. So, yeah.
Who do we need to win? Who do we need to win out of Chelsea?
Well, they're not far away from each other in the table. I mean, Tottenham's on 17 points, Chelsea are on 14. So if Chelsea win, they go level on points with them. So I'll take a Chelsea win.
Let's say Chelsea win then. That'll be good.
Let's see. All right, enjoy the game, people. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We will be back tomorrow with a Sunday social. Hopefully, I'll see, because work and stuff. But fingers crossed we're back for that. Appreciate you all tuning in. Leave a like on the video for us, subscribe to the channel, and for any post-match reaction,